Hey, good morning. Monday. A little chilly out. Weather's starting to drop. I mean, it's last day of September, so October's starting to chill down. The leaves are falling. The peepers are in town. There's tourists everywhere looking at the beautiful colors of Vermont. I guess they don't have trees in their own state. I don't know. But real close to finishing my fence. I know it's taken me a while, but I just slow. Whatever. It is what it is. What else is going on? Beard's getting long, getting gray. But I want to let it grow for a little bit longer before I go in and get it professionally coiffed. Let my barber take care of it. They go in, they trim it up, they make it look really nice. It's kind of fun to allow somebody to take care of you. It's kind of like, I never really understood, women would be like, oh, I need a spa day, It's freaking fun. And I'm talking about, you go in and you let somebody, give you a facial and do, a full body massage and just, go to work on your body and you take care of yourself instead of, just letting yourself be beat up all the time. It's really nice to allow somebody to treat yourself to that. So yeah, maybe I should do a spa day here coming up. But you guys have been watching my videos, and it's pretty much the same thing day in, day out. I go to the gym, I work out, it's the same workout. Today's not going to be any different, but I'm not going to talk about my workout the whole time. I'm going to go in and work out, and today we're going to start talking about SMART goals. When you start working out, you got to have a goal in mind. And SMART goals are specific. Oh God, I want to forget the acronym here. This is why I should write shit down before I start these. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-based. And if you set that towards your goals, it's easy. You can just do it. The good thing about it is that you can apply those to short-term goals, long-term goals. So for example, my long-term goal is to weigh 225 pounds at 10 to 12% body fat. That's my long-term goal. In order to obtain that, which is probably going to take me a good 2 to 3 years to get to that spot, I'm going to have to hit a series of short-term goals. So, currently it was to lose body fat. And I'm doing pretty well at that. And it's going to be to put on, maybe a certain amount of muscle in a certain amount of time, so on and so forth. So, have your goal, have your fitness goal, and we'll go over each step. Have your goal of what you want to accomplish, and then break that down into cycles. If you're going to say, okay, I want to lose 100 pounds over the course of a year, maybe not. I know that people that have 100 pounds of weight to lose could potentially do it. I personally don't recommend it. I think to lose I guess you could. I mean, if you lose 2 pounds a week, yeah. If you lost 2 pounds a week, you can lose 100 pounds in a year. And that's safe and manageable and doable. I think I said specific, measurable, not manageable. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-based. So, that's what they are. We'll go over those a little bit more. Oh, by the way, they opened up the path and I didn't know it, and I was walking around even further than I usually do. I should really pay attention to my surroundings more. But all right, no construction this morning, so no traffic stops, any of that shit. So that was great. So I'm going to head into the gym, and we'll go. We'll start on our goals. All right, I'll see you in there. All right, so first letter of the SMART goals is S, specific. So you can do whatever you want, but you need to be specific. And when you're being specific, so for example, my ultimate goal is very specific. I want to be 225 pounds, 10 to 12% body fat. That's very specific. You can't just say, I want to gain muscle, lose weight. Got Brooklyn Fit back there in the background. And what I mean by specific is that you can't have a generic. Like I said, if you say, I just want to lose weight, gain muscle, that's great. Okay, you lose 1 pound of fat, gain 1 pound of muscle, mission accomplished. That's it. I mean, can that be a specific? Can that be a goal? Yes. But instead of saying I want to gain fat, lose muscle, gain muscle, lose fat, you have to be specific about it. I want to lose 5 pounds of fat, gain 2 pounds of muscle. That could be a very good short-term goal. It's very specific. To make it even more specific, I want to gain 5 pounds muscle, lose 10 pounds fat by October. So you have a time base. So you have a certain amount. So you can break that down into intervals. Okay, so October is a month away. So I need to lose 2.5 pounds of fat per week. I have to gain 0.5 pound of muscle per week. So it's what I say, 5 pounds. So 1.25 pounds of muscle per week. It's easy. It's very specific, so you know exactly what you're doing. You're not saying, "Oh, I want to fit into a bikini by summer." Well, guess what? You can fit into a bikini now. It doesn't mean that you're not ready for summer. You know, you say, "I want to get in shape." Well, round is a fucking shape. Be specific about what you want, so that way you have a clear intention of what you're moving towards. Otherwise, you're just spinning your wheels on a hamster track, and you end up like the guys at Planet Fitness that are standing there that I haven't seen in 2 years that look exactly the same as they did when I stopped going there 2 years ago. So be specific about what you want to accomplish. If you don't know exactly what you're working for, it's hard to tell where you're going, how much you've accomplished, and where you want to be at when you end. You know, it's not about looking into the past. It's about being in the present, looking towards the future. Be specific about what you want. And so when you're being specific about your goals, also be specific about how you're going to go about them, what exercises are going to get you there, what your routine is going to be. But be specific to make sure you know exactly what you're doing. Be specific in your diet, how you're going to get there. High carbs, or low carbs, high protein. Tracking your macros, going on the Mediterranean diet, what supplement you're going to be specific. What's your supplement regimen going to be? What's your workout regimen going to be? What's your cardio regimen going to be? Be specific in your goals. Specificity. Make sure that everything you're doing for a reason. And that you know exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it. Be specific. So that was a great workout, and obviously I'm talking about a lot about being specific. And when I talk about being specific, what I mean is be specific. So today in the workout, I have a chest and bicep workout. People are like, why are you doing chest and bicep? They're not muscle groups that work together. You're right. But I try to do arms more frequently than I do chest, back, legs. Chest, back, and legs takes a little bit longer to recover. So it's going to take time for those to recover, whereas arms don't take as much time. So if I'm doing a bicep workout today, tomorrow I'm going to do my back workout, which is going to incorporate the biceps a little bit. Not focusing on those, but with the compound exercises, I get a little bit more bicep workout. So I'm technically working biceps 3 times a week to get extra sets, extra reps. Chest, I hit at a small incline. The reason I hit it at a small incline is because it doesn't bother my shoulder. I do that intentionally. With that small incline, it targets on the upper middle chest, which is where I have my focus. I do the decline flies randomly. I know I said be specific, but I do it randomly once, maybe twice a week. I'll hit a lower chest exercise to keep the development of the lower chest, to keep the roundness of the chest focus on. So that way I'm hitting all 3 muscles. It's very specific. When I get into do my bicep workout, I'll do, today I did preacher curls and hammer preacher curls both on the machine. That way I'm hitting both muscles of the bicep in different angles and just taxing the shit out of them. So I have specific reasons for why I do what I do and how I do it, how frequently I do it. I work out 5 days a week. I do a chest, bicep, back, tricep, leg, shoulder, and then upper, lower. That's my split, 5 days a week. Cardio. I try to hit cardio 3 times a week at a low intensity, steady state workout. And then I do I thought that was sucker for a second. And then twice a week, I do high intensity interval training to help burn excess fat. So there's specific reasons I do all what I do. I don't come in here just willy-nilly. I'm specific about my workout because I'm specific about my goals. So I don't want to say specific any more times because I'm sure you've heard them already. So great workout, great intensity on it. And that's all I got for today. So I'm going to go home, pound some protein, take a rest, take a shower, wash beer. It's a little scraggly. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep grinding.